TV soap news and spoilers say that a tale of love, betrayal, and unseen futures. In the quiet, tree-lined streets of the affluent Chicago suburb of Fairmont, where manicured lawns and stately homes conceal a web of secrets, the lives of Dani Dupree, Andre Hamilton, and Ashley Morgan intertwine in a drama as old as time: love, betrayal, and the consequences of choices made in the heat of passion. The daytime soap opera Beyond the Gates has captivated audiences with its intricate storytelling, and at the heart of its latest arc is a question that hangs heavy in the air. Will Dani's dreams of a future with Andre crumble under the weight of his divided heart, and could a pregnancy redefine the trajectory of their lives? Dani Dupree, a poised and fiercely independent woman, has always been a figure of enigma in Fairmont. With her sharp wit and guarded heart, she navigates the world with a quiet strength, her past a tapestry of triumphs and unspoken wounds. Her relationship with Andre Hamilton, a charismatic and ambitious lawyer, has been a clandestine affair, hidden from the prying eyes of Fairmont's elite. For months, their stolen moments, late-night whispers in dimly lit restaurants, hurried embraces in the shadows of Fairmont's historic estates, have been a refuge for both. But beneath the surface, cracks have begun to form. Andre, a man whose charm masks a yearning for stability, has grown restless in the secrecy of their romance. He dreams of a life where he and Dani can walk hand in hand through Fairmont's bustling town square, unburdened by the need for discretion. He longs for commitment, a ring, a home, a future built on shared promises. But Dani, haunted by a past she keeps locked away, resists. Her reasons are her own, shrouded in the same mystery that defines her, and her reluctance to make their love public has become a wedge between them. Each whispered argument, each deflected question about their future, deepens Andre's frustration, pushing him toward a precipice he may not be ready to face. Enter Ashley Morgan, a woman whose beauty is matched only by her resilience. Ashley, recently freed from the chains of a faltering engagement to Craig Thompson, is a vision of newfound independence. Her rejection of Craig's proposal was not a whim but a declaration of self-worth, a moment that reverberated through Fairmont's social circles like a thunderclap. Craig, a man of wealth and influence, had seemed the perfect match on paper, but Ashley saw through the veneer of his promises to a future that would stifle her spirit. Now, single and unapologetically herself, she finds solace in her friendship with Andre, a friendship that has always simmered with unspoken possibilities. Andre and Ashley's bond is one of shared history and quiet understanding. They met years ago at a charity gala, their laughter cutting through the stiffness of Fairmont's high society. Over time, their friendship deepened, rooted in late-night conversations about dreams unrealized and fears unvoiced. Andre, caught in the push and pull of his secret romance with Dani, finds himself drawn to Ashley's openness, her willingness to embrace life without reservation. When Ashley, emboldened by her newfound freedom, suggests a date, a simple dinner at La Lumiere, Fairmont's most exclusive restaurant, Andre hesitates only briefly before accepting. It is a decision that will set the stage for a confrontation that will shake the foundations of their lives. The air inside La Lumiere is thick with the scent of rosemary and candle wax, the soft clink of crystal glasses punctuating the murmur of conversation. Andre and Ashley sit at a corner table, their hands brushing as they share a laugh over a glass of Bordeaux. For a moment, the world outside ceases to exist. Dani, the secrecy, the weight of unspoken promises all fade into the background. But fate, as it often does in Fairmont, has other plans. Dani, dressed in a sleek emerald gown that catches the light like a jewel, steps into the restaurant. Her intention is simple: a quiet dinner alone to clear her mind, to wrestle with the growing unease in her heart. But as her eyes scan the room, they land on Andre and Ashley, their hands entwined, their smiles a private language she cannot decipher. The world tilts beneath her feet. The purse in her hand, a chic leather clutch, becomes a weapon as she storms toward the bar, slamming it down with a force that echoes through the room. Glasses rattle, heads turn, and Andre's eyes meet hers, wide with shock and guilt. "Dani," he begins, his voice a low plea, but she cuts him off with a look that could shatter glass. Ashley, caught off guard, withdraws her hand, her expression a mix of confusion and defiance. The restaurant, a microcosm of Fairmont's elite, watches in rapt silence, the drama unfolding before them like a scene from a Greek tragedy. "How could you?" Dani's voice is a low, trembling roar, each word laced with betrayal. "After everything, Andre? After all we've been through?" Her hands tremble, not from weakness but from the storm of emotions raging within her, anger, hurt, and something deeper, something she has yet to name. Andre rises, his chair scraping against the polished floor. "Dani, it's not what you think," he says, but the words sound hollow even to his own ears. Ashley, sensing the weight of the moment, stands as well, her gaze flickering between the two. "I didn't know," she says softly, her voice steady but tinged with regret. "Andre, you should have told me." The confrontation is brief but seismic, a collision of hearts laid bare. Dani, unable to bear the sight of them together, turns and flees into the night, her heels clicking against the cobblestone streets of Fairmont. Andre, torn between chasing her and facing Ashley, hesitates, a hesitation that will haunt him in the days to come. In the weeks that follow, Dani retreats into herself, her days filled with work and her nights with restless thoughts. The memory of Andre and Ashley's entwined hands burns in her mind, a wound that refuses to heal. Yet, amidst the chaos of her emotions, a new realization dawns: her body is changing. A missed cycle, a wave of nausea, a sudden sensitivity to the scent of coffee in her office, all signs pointing to a possibility she had not anticipated. Could she be pregnant? The thought is both exhilarating and terrifying. Dani, who has always prided herself on her control, finds herself adrift in uncharted waters. A pregnancy would bind her to Andre in ways she had not planned, complicating an already tangled web. She imagines confronting him, her hand resting protectively over her stomach, demanding answers he may not be ready to give. But she also imagines a different future, one where she raises a child alone, her strength a beacon in the darkness of Fairmont's judgmental gaze. Meanwhile, Andre is a man divided. His date with Ashley was a moment of weakness, a lapse in judgment born of frustration and longing. He cares for Ashley, but his heart, he realizes too late, belongs to Dani. He seeks her out, knocking on her door late at night, his apologies spilling out in a rush of words. But Dani, still reeling from the betrayal, keeps him at arm's length, her trust shattered. Ashley, too, grapples with her role in the unfolding drama. She had not intended to come between Andre and Dani, but the spark between her and Andre is undeniable. She questions whether to pursue it, knowing the cost it may exact on all their lives. In Fairmont, where secrets are currency, the whispers about their triangle grow louder, threatening to unravel the delicate balance of their social world. As the days turn to weeks, Dani faces a choice that will define her future. A visit to her doctor confirms her suspicions: she is pregnant. The news is a lightning bolt, illuminating the path ahead with stark clarity. She must decide whether to tell Andre, to give him a chance to redeem himself, or to forge ahead alone, a single mother in a town that thrives on gossip. Each option carries its own risks, its own promises. Andre, unaware of Dani's secret, throws himself into his work, trying to outrun the guilt that gnaws at him. He reaches out to Ashley, not to rekindle their brief flirtation but to apologize, to set boundaries that should have been drawn long ago. Ashley, ever the pragmatist, accepts his apology but warns him that trust, once broken, is not easily mended. The town of Fairmont watches, its residents weaving their own narratives from the fragments of truth they glean. Some see Dani as the wronged heroine, others as a fool who trusted too much. Andre is both villain and victim, a man caught between two women and his own indecision. Ashley, meanwhile, is a wild card, her independence both admired and envied. As Beyond the Gates hurtles toward its next chapter, the question of Dani's pregnancy looms large. Will she tell Andre, risking her heart once more? Will Andre choose to fight for Dani, or will his connection with Ashley pull him in a new direction? And what of Ashley, whose own journey of self-discovery is just beginning? The answers lie in the tangled streets of Fairmont, where love is a gamble and trust a rare commodity. Dani, Andre, and Ashley stand at a crossroads, their choices poised to reshape their lives and the lives of those around them. For Dani, the possibility of motherhood is a beacon of hope and a burden of uncertainty. For Andre, it is a chance at redemption or a descent into regret. And for Ashley, it is a reminder that freedom comes at a cost. As Dani stands on the precipice of her decision, the world watches, breathless, waiting to see what lies beyond the gates. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV soap news and spoilers for more updates on Beyond the Gates.